Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It was like you could hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, first story up. Let's get the serious stories out of the way first. We have to talk about the flood on the Guadalupe River that happened in Texas. There was a flash flood that happened in, oh my God, I didn't even write down the name of the city. This is in Kirk County, which is in Texas. This was, I'm not sure of the city. I'm sorry, I will put it on the screen here. But anyway, you guys know that we have been having a serious heat storm right now across the nation. On top of that, this is also stormy season. You guys know that the storm season, I think, goes from, I think they said May, or was it June to November? The beginning of June to the end of November is now considered hurricane or stormy weather type of season. We've been getting these horrible, besides it being hot, we've been getting these horrible downpour of rain. If you're in the South, if you're in Texas, if you're in Georgia, if you're in Florida, or any of them states in between, you guys probably have been also experiencing a lot of rain. Because that's just what it does here in the summer. But of course, because of all of the changes with just the weather as a whole, now we are getting these terrible storms that are life-ending. Okay, in this situation, we've had they're saying now confirmed 119 deaths. There are still 173 people missing. There are still 173 people. I cannot get my words together. It's the end of the day. There is still 173 people missing. But yes, across six counties, they have confirmed that 59 adults and 36 children died. Now, so many children died, we know, because at the time there were somewhere around, I think they said 800 girls that was at a summer camp out there, and these girls were asleep, so they were not aware, or actually everybody at the camp, they were not aware that this flood was going, or at least it just hadn't been made that important, or it didn't seem like it was all that threatening, I guess, to the people. So for whatever reason, they were not alerted. They said that they were alerted early, but they did not know that it was going to be to such an extent. And yeah, through the middle of the night, the flood rose, I think they said 26 feet in 45 minutes. People did not have time enough to get out. And unfortunately, all those people died. 26 kids, 36 kids, you guys. And they're showing the videos and the pictures, and it's just all really, really sad. Now, of course, you know, when things like this happen, people are like, well, why did it happen? Who do we blame? Because you got to find somebody to blame when it's, 119 people dead and 173 people that are still missing. At this point, it's been 3 or 4 days. There's no longer a rescue mission. We are now on recovery, which means pretty much, all those people, that's going to be over somewhere around 300 people that died from this storm. That is a huge tragedy. Very, very sad. Again, why didn't these people know? They said that there were no horns, nothing that alerted the people that this water was coming. And of course, they woke up last minute, and then they had to try to figure out how to get up out of there. So now the question is, who was the person that was supposed to push the button to alert the people? Now, of course, it's probably not just that simple. At least that's what the police chief and the fire chief and all of the people that's down there trying to understand what happened. They're saying that it's a very complicated process letting the people know. But yeah, it didn't get done. And all these people are upset, okay? Rightfully so. It's going to be quite a few lawsuits that go down, I'm sure, okay? They said back in 2016, though, at a commissioner's meeting, it was noted that they felt like the warning system, the flood warning system in the city, in the town, was antiquated. So they were actually supposed to be updating the system. However, it hadn't been done yet. So, and it's ain't been no rush, obviously. It's been 9 years since that meeting, and they still haven't done it. So that leads me to believe that that's just some shit that they done came up with recently. They done dug that back out for us to try to appease the people. Because why does it take 9 years to do that? You know, I work for the government, so I know how that can be. But I think that, yeah, it's going to be some people that get in trouble because somebody dropped the ball there. Didn't think it was important, but now look at all these people dead. Yeah, it's going to be some issues. There's definitely going to be some issues there. And like I said, when I was watching the news press conference and the guy from ABC was asking, like, what happened? You know, it was a lot of hemming and hawing. A lot of hemming and hawing. But some heads going to roll on this one. A lot of people died. And the governor, he says that they're going to continue looking until they recover everybody. But the problem is that there's so much debris in the water that the debris is keeping the bodies down. So they can't get up underneath all of, there's probably furniture and vehicles and all kind of shit. You guys saw, did you see the videos of the RVs? Oh my gosh. I was just like telling Mr. like, I can't even imagine trying to get out of there. Like, I mean, at that point, you just have to leave everything behind. But oh my God, it's just awful. Just watching those videos of that storm, I just shook my head. It's very, very sad. But yeah, it's gonna be some people in trouble. We'll see though. But in the meantime, they're still trying to recover these bodies. And you know, they're starting to put up a lot of tributes and everything of all the victims. But yeah, we'll see if we find out any more about it, you know, who was responsible, all of that. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, in the meantime, prayers up for everybody that was you know, fell victim. They also said that there were some people that died in New Mexico also from the storm, some flooding and things that happened in New Mexico, but the brunt of it has been in Texas. But like I said, once we know more about the story, I will let you guys know more. But, you know, basically, there's a whole bunch of people that have died in this flood. And what are they going to do about that system there? But the bigger question is, what they going to do about this global warming and all of these bad ass? I mean, you cannot deny that the weather is worse every single year. Like, what is the weather going to be like in 20 years, you guys? What is going to be? Craziness. Anyway, you guys, that's enough on that. I'm gonna move on to the next story. Another story, actually this one has a good ending though. There was a man who was on a Disney cruise ship. Him and his 5-year-old daughter and his wife, they were on the ship enjoying themselves, and they said that the little 5-year-old girl was sitting in the porthole. Okay, there was a porthole that you could sit in. I mean, I guess you're not supposed to sit in it, but she was sitting in the porthole, and I guess she sat back a little too far, and she ended up falling through the porthole. Four floors down into the water, into the ocean. Okay, they said that the mom, the wife, yelled out to the husband, the father, that the daughter had fallen into the water. So the husband jumped in the water right after the daughter. The daughter was able to swim though, and the husband jumped in. He was able to swim as well, and so he just jumped in there, I'm sure, to just make sure that she was okay, to assure her that somebody was there with her, and to keep her treading water. So that's what they did. They tread water until the rescue boat from the ship was able to get down into the water and rescue them. So everybody that was on the boat was able to see, and but they were able to save them, and we did not have anybody who died. They said that the boat was coming back from the Bahamas, and they were going to Port Everglades and Fort Lauderdale. Lauderdale. Before I even saw a picture of them, I was like, oh, they couldn't have been black. Ain't no way. Because let me tell you, first of all, half the black people can't swim. Secondly, black people, you gonna get cussed out for trying to even sit in the porthole. We not even gonna fuck around with that porthole. Don't get in there. Don't look at it. Don't touch it, because you're gonna fall. Okay? We don't play them kind of games. So I already knew. But y'all can let me know for sure, because I'm sure somebody be like, no, Roxanne, she was black. But I just my spidey senses tell me that is not true. But of course, I'm just kidding, you guys. It doesn't matter what color they are. Thank God the girl is safe. Her father is safe. And everybody was able to have a successful vacation and a story to tell for the rest of their lives. Okay, next story. Essence Festival complaints. Oh, there's been quite a few of them. I forgot that it was even Essence Festival weekend, but you know, Essence Festival is always on the 4th of July weekend. I think maybe once or twice. No, I feel like it's always been 4th of July. I know at one point they weren't in New Orleans and they were in Texas somewhere, but they ended up moving it back to New Orleans. But for the most part, I think that it's always been 4th of July-ish. Okay. But anyway, do you know I have never been to Essence Fest? It seems like such a Roxanne place to be, you know, all black women and all of the stuff that they do there and all that. But I've never gone. Like when it first started, you know, of course, everybody wanted to go. But me and my friends, we just never ever planned a trip to go. I think we tried maybe once or twice. But, you know, the shit fell through. And now, I have no desire to go to Essence Fest because, in my opinion, it feels like Essence Fest has the same people every year. You know, we got Boyz II Men. We got Tamar Braxton. We got Lauryn Hill. Even though Lauryn Hill probably wasn't at Essence before, I feel like maybe she had. I feel like they just have the same people every year. They just kind of, and it's never... I mean, there was a point when they had big names that was working, you know, on that main stage and everybody was going to. But for the most part, it seems like lately the Essence Fest people that are there are just like, it seems so awful to say, but like B-list. Not necessarily B-list, but like people who just, we don't, like Boyz II Men, yeah, they cool. SWV, everybody's cool. Escape. Tamar, they all cool, right? But I don't know if I'm flying there just to see them. Like, that's not going to be the draw anymore, you know, because those people, like, that's just, first of all, plane tickets cost too fucking much, okay? So we gonna be flying somewhere, like, it needs to be worth it. Those artists, like, I just feel like, I don't know, it just don't seem like there's no big names. Now, of course, that I'm talking about the entertainment. Now, of course, during the day when they have like the people, you know, the different booths and you're able to walk around and shop and go to the different, you know, they have little sit downs and people are talking to the guests and all of that. That's different. That would be something that I would like to go to. But to see those people performing, like, I'm not paying to fly and get hotel rooms and spending all this money to go see them people. So that's, to me, that's one of the issues. On top of that, you know, it's become more of a influencers and social media kind of event, more so than an musical entertainment kind of an event, you know. So that's probably why they said that the ticket sales were very, very low. They said that the sales were so low that they ended up opening up a floor that they didn't even have, that was only supposed to be for VIPs. They opened it up to everybody because it was empty. There were all kind of issues. Now, first of all, we all heard that they were having, that they were late, okay? That on that main stage, which is like the big concert stage that everybody goes to, they said that they already started late, so it pushed all the acts late. So they said by the time Lauryn Hill, who was late, Lauryn Hill was 2 hours late to the damn venue. However, they was running so late that it didn't even matter that Lauryn was late. Now, nigga, you know you late if you later than Lauryn. But anyway, they said that Lauryn got there 2 hours late, but it didn't matter because they was running so late that by the time Lauryn Hill stepped on stage, it was 2:23 in the morning. And by the time she finished, it was 3:37 Okay, now Lauren got her money because Lauren handled her responsibilities. She did what she committed herself to do, and it's not her damn fault that you guys is running this shit. I mean, she didn't step out on there until 2 something. That stadium was empty. You guys see the videos? Nobody was there. Like, it was people like spread all around. You know, they could have had all them people just come on down there to the front and call it a day. But yeah, why are you guys having something happening at 3:37 in the morning? And then they said the same thing happened on Sunday night. That night, Boys to Men, they were the final act, and by the time they got on the stage, it was 1 something, and by the time they finished, it was like 2:20. Child, ain't nobody going, why am I at a concert at 2 something in the morning and it's Sunday? Like, Monday, people was leaving. People might have had to go to work that next day. It was just sort of like, child, ain't nobody fixing to be out here with this mess. No, you guys need to. So it was a mess. And they also said that they brought back the super lounges because apparently they got rid of the super lounges when they remodeled the stadium, right? They remodeled the stadium, so the area that they used to have the super lounges, apparently they got rid of, but they were able to figure out a way to bring the super lounges back this year, right? Okay, so they was like, okay, we're gonna bring the super lounges back because everybody complained, everybody was happy. They brought the damn super lounges back, but then they said in order to be able to go to the super lounges, because apparently, from what y'all tell me, is the super lounges, people would buy the tickets and you could walk in between all the different super lounges or go to the main stage, you know, and see who you wanted to see. But now they have roped it off so that the only way you can get in there to see the super stage thing is you had to buy the VVIP. Bitch, VVIP? What the fuck is a VVIP? Very, very important person? No, nigga, I just need the very important person. Y'all ain't fixing to be getting this fucking money out of me talking about some damn VVIP. That sounds like some shit they made up that day. Oh, we ain't got enough money on these ticket sales, so we gonna do this VVIP. And the only way you're gonna be able to get into these super lounges and do all of this shit is you gotta pay for the VVIP. What the fuck is I'm paying for the VIP for if you gonna throw another V on that bitch? No, you can keep the V and the other V, and the I, and the P, and the rest of the ESSENCEFEST. And then we gonna just, cause no. Nope. They had some issues, and so many issues that even Stephanie Mills had to see. And that's the thing, is like, I love Stephanie, honey, and Stephanie is a woman after my own heart, because anybody that's gonna write a letter because baby, I love to write me a letter. I write letters to businesses all the time. Okay, and Stephanie, honey, she wrote a letter and said that y'all need to get that shit together, because she was trying to perform and that was not conducive to an artist performing at EssenceFest. Okay, y'all late, you got this problem, that problem. Honey, Stephanie had to put that shit all out for you. But again, I'm not flying across the country to see Stephanie Mills. Now, if Stephanie Mills would have been there, but it would have been some other folks, fine, you know. But no, EssenceFest needs to, first of all, EssenceFest has been going on for 31 years, honestly. If it's, maybe it might be just something that it didn't war, you know, it didn't ran its course, and now it's on time to move on to something else, because I also feel like a lot of people are not going to be flying to Essence, because Essence also used to kind of have that feel of like, they would have like some of the older groups, they would all come together, it would be like a reunion kind of thing. Well, now everybody's doing a bunch of reunion tours. So it's not the same. Like, if I wanted to see SWB and Escape and 702 and you know, all of these girl groups and all that, they already have tours. You know, so it's like, why would I go to Essence that I already bought the damn ticket to see them? So it's like the same group of people that are going to be going to these concerts are probably the same group that would be going to EssenceFest. And so why pay twice, you know? So they're going to do a lot to EssenceFest. Honestly, I'm just like, I mean, is it still worth going? I mean, that'll be a question that I have to ask you guys that do go. You know, if you feel like it's something that's still worth holding on to and they just need to make a few changes, then that's one thing. But yeah, I've been seeing seeing on Threads, you know, I'll read up what some people were saying about it. And yeah, people are upset. I saw people talking about all these social media influencers there, and like, where are all the celebrities that used to be there? I mean, there were still celebrities there, but not like they used to. Again, these, you know, people complaining about the singing, people complaining about it being just not organized the best way. So yeah, EssenceFest is gonna have to probably do some things. Somebody put in my comments that Target, well, actually I saw on Threads as well that Target was one of the sponsors, and I was like, who got Target to still sponsor the fucking Essence Festival? Why are you guys working with Target knowing that there is a huge boycott of Target going on right now? Okay? Like, this is an official black people fucking boycott. And you guys have Target at EssenceFest. Now, Target tried to be real low-key on it. They wasn't their logo. They had changed it to pink. So it was like a darker pink and a lighter pink. So maybe it was people was not going to be able to just automatically see the Target, the Target symbol. That's usually red and white. Now that it's pink, lighter pink and darker pink, and maybe they was hoping that people would not notice it. But of course people noticed it. And then they said that Target ended up donating the proceeds that they got from this Essence Fest to the Black National Baptist Convention. And you guys know that the National Baptist Convention is, I mean, I don't want to say MAGA, but MAGA. It's like, why, who was the genius that thought having Target there was, why y'all thought that was okay? Child, please. So yeah, there's a lot of things that need to happen at Essence Fest. Honestly, I've never been there, so I don't know what I'm missing, so I don't care. They could get rid of Essence Fest. But for you guys that go and have been and had a great time, because everybody that I know has gone in the past always enjoyed it, but you know, I haven't heard anything recent. Y'all let me know what it was like when you went this time. You know, what were some of the gripes, or did you enjoy yourself? If you enjoyed yourself and you just feeling like Essence Fest is getting a bad rap, then you can put that down there too. But I have been hearing some people complain about Essence Fest for the last 3 years pretty confident. I mean, pretty consistently. So, yeah, I think that means that Essence might need to make some changes, you guys. What y'all think? Okay, put all that down in the comments below, and let's move on to the next story. Oh, before I go on, I forgot to tell you guys that at the Essence Fest, one of the silver linings of the cloud was that we saw that Eva Marcel and her ex-husband, Michael Sterling, he's not quite so much the ex anymore. It looks like they've gotten back together. She posted a picture of the two of them together, and she had hashtag soft launch, okay, which made me believe that her and Michael had gotten back together, which wasn't surprising because we've seen Eva, she's been posting things about him. I feel like the last couple of years she's been posting things. You know, it was Father's Day. She thanked him for being like the leader of their family and how she's taking care of them and does so much for them and all that. That is not words that come from an ex-wife, okay? When she was saying those things, it was leading me to believe that these two are working on getting back together. And as a matter of fact, it never felt like these two wanted to break up. It felt like maybe some shit had happened. And, you know, she felt like she wanted a divorce or maybe needed some space. Like, I figured, like, maybe she just needed some time to, you know, get past whatever the issue was. But it never seemed like they really wanted to get a divorce. It never seemed like that. And then, like I said, she would always post things and have nice things to say. And it was just like, girl, I mean, you got this man, he father your kids. You got all these nice things to say. He do this, that, and the other and everything. Girl, ain't nothing out here. Go on back and get your man. Go on back with your husband and try to do that, okay? So they got back together, and I'm happy, you know. So good for them. Good for them. She looks happy. He looks happy. And if they like it, we love it, okay? Rocky love, okay? So that's good for them. And let's move on to the next story. Lastly, you guys, they say that Megan Good and Jonathan, what's our boy name? Last name? Jonathan. Child, I can't think of this man's name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Jonathan Majors, child. You guys know that they got married. It was confirmed back in March that they did get married. So I guess she's Megan Majors now. Okay, if she decides to change her name. But they say that Megan and Jonathan have decided to launch a business venture. Okay, they've called it Honor Culture. And it is a lifestyle and wellness brand. So that will include, I guess, like some sort of media platforms that pushes this Honor Culture brand, as well as fitness clothes and workout gear and all kind of things. You know, all just designed to for a person that works out. We know that Jonathan and Megan, you can say whatever you want to say about the two of them, but you ain't gonna never say that their bodies ain't perfect, okay? That Jonathan Majors body is from a whole nother, that body is spectacular. And Megan Good looks very, very good as well, you know? So it was a no-brainer that these two would link up together in this type of business venture. And I hope they do well, child. Listen, again, bitch, if you like it, I love it. All right. Now, we done had our issues with Jonathan Majors. Them two look really happy together. You know, and Megan is a grown woman, and Megan said that's the man she want to be with, and, you know, he make her happy and all that. So, I mean, as long as he ain't beating her ass and doing stuff over there, you know, Martin and Coretta. Shout out to the Roxstars. It cracked me up. There's Martin Coretta over there, child. They got a business venture now. Fitness clothes. Can you see Martin and Coretta out there on the dumbbells? Anyway, y'all, congratulations to them. Will you be purchasing anything from Honor Culture? Y'all let me know. All right, y'all, that's it on that. Get on off of here. We do this every single week, so make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.